Did you know that Prairieland FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairieland FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Well, good Saturday morning to you. Welcome to the final day of the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. It's Championship Saturday at Winchester, and 4 games coming your way today on Central Illinois Sports. The first, the Consolation Championship, the Triopia Trojans and the Liberty Eagles. Then at 1:30, West Central and Brown County for 5th and 6th place. The 3 o'clock game, Camp Point Central takes on Griggsville Perry for 3rd and 4th. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, it's the number 1 seeded Routt Catholic Rockets against the 2nd seed, the Porta AC Blue Jays. Good day to you. I'm Charlie Hall. John and Jack are alongside here today. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. It's been a long week of pretty good basketball here at Winchester for the most part, and we think this final day has some fantastic matchups in store. This Triopia Trojan squad, well, they've kind of blazed through this consolation side of the bracket as they were seeded to do. They were picked to do exactly what they've done at this point as the 9 seed. This Liberty team, however, they've pulled a couple of upsets and have tripled their win total on the season just this week, as they have picked up a couple of victories back-to-back, and they have another upset in mind with a tough matchup against the Trojans here today. We'll talk more about it on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Glad you're with us today on Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
Welcome back to the Winchester Elementary School Gymnasium. This consolation bracket championship, the Triopia Meridosha Chambersburg Virginia Trojans against the Liberty Eagles in this scheduled noon tip-off today on Central Illinois Sports. Triopia, of course, well, they fell to the team in Routt who's playing for a championship tonight, and just a 3-point contest. And so if you're the Trojans, you think, hey, we could have been playing a little later. But, you know, the biggest thing you kind of find out about tournaments like this, you could start them all over and get a different result. But that's why you just control what you can control in these contests. And I think that's one of the things Greg Altmix does a really good job of understanding with his team and getting them to recognize that, you know, there's a lot of things you can't control so far this season. You know, everybody would rather be 14-3 rather than 3-14, but that's just not what is in this team's control to this point. What has been controllable this week is an opportunity to win a couple of basketball games, even though they weren't favored to do so, and they've gone out and done that and have looked pretty good, especially for long stretches of times in those contests. Now, they'll have their hands full with this Triopia squad. This is a very good team, a team that literally could be playing for the championship game tonight if things had gone a little differently in the first contest, and who knows after that. But this Triopia team has enough talent to be playing in one of the later contests today. So if you're Triopia, I think another thing that Rich Thompson does really well is his team doesn't come out. They're not just going through the motions in any of the games they've played. They've played hard. They're out there to compete, and they're out there to try to go 3-1 in the tournament action this week, as is Liberty. Should be a good matchup on this consolation side. The 5th and 6th place game, 1:30 between West Central and Brown County. If you're looking for points, there might be some scored in that contest, so you might want to make sure all the bulbs in the scoreboard have been replaced and ready to go, because they might use some numbers that haven't been used in a while. Brown County put up 88 points just yesterday, and we've seen West Central score in the 60s and 70s several times throughout the season. The 3rd and 4th place contest, well, it could be a little bit of a lower scoring game. Not that the two teams don't have the ability to score, but they both really pride themselves first on the defensive side with Camp Point Central and Griggsville Perry. And then this championship game tonight, if you look at it on paper, Route's got to be a heavy favorite in the contest. They're the 1 seed, Porter the 2 seed. Porter without Cole Roberts, a 6'4 senior who can do a lot of things for them and would really help with that matchup against the likes of Michael Wilson. But like we saw with Porter last night, where I thought they'd be an underdog against Griggsville Perry, they just come out and figure out a way to get it done. And don't be surprised if the Blue Jays aren't right in the thick of things down the stretch in that championship contest. Good crowd on hand here as folks still kind of filing in for this opening matchup of the day. The Sports Boosters still have their raffle tickets for sale. You can still Venmo your money or come here in person and purchase those tickets. They're $10 a piece. The winners for the championship drawings will be at the halftime of the championship game tonight, and Kent Coltless will be out there managing that for the Sports Boosters. And a lot of great prizes for you there to be able to help support a group that does a lot of good things for their programs here for West Central. We're about 6 minutes away from the Star Spangled Banner, the starting lineups and the play-by-play of this Consolation Championship, Triopia and Liberty. Hope you'll stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival, play some disc golf on our new championship course, spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
One last bottle of beer on the wall. One last bottle of beer. Hey, we're back. Make that 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around.
The liquor booth has one of the largest selections of alcohol in the area, including specialty bourbons, whiskeys, vodkas, and tequila. Serving you at 2 locations, 3520 Broadway and 12th and Locust in Quincy. Online at liquorboothquincy.com.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month.
And if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank, locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to serve all of your banking needs. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank about their CD rates. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Triopia Trojans and the Liberty Eagles in this consolation championship. Liberty's shown a lot of fight throughout the week, and you know, as the 15 seed, I think it's just the third time ever in 100 years that the 15 seed is playing on the final day of the tournament. One team played in the consolation championship, and then I saw that Bluffs played in the 5th and 6th place back in 1999 as the 15th seed. But this Liberty team, Jack, they've come out and they've really shown a ton of improvement from day one to now.
Well, Greg Altmix has had a plan. He's really coached hard with these kids. They've bought in. They've listened. Fessler and Klauser have done a nice job out front, and Hayner and Gim underneath. And then Will Moss put up, 12, 14 points the other day. And the coaches said, we've been telling him to square his shoulders and make those, and he did the other day. And if he can do that again, he can really help this team out to make this a game. On the other side, Coach Thompson said he really wants to see KJ Beck get aggressive. He said he's such a nice, sweet kid. He said, I need him to get a little mean, and that would help them a little bit to really have some success the rest of the season.
They're going to have the national anthem here in the gymnasium. We'll step aside on Central Illinois Sports. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the play-by-play of this consolation championship. Triopia and Liberty. Hope you'll stay with us on Central Illinois Sports.
The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, with 2 locations to serve you in Bluffs and Meridosha. My wife and I have a long history with the Bank of Bluffs and its friendly staff. When we have needed a friend in the banking world, the Bank of Bluffs has always been in the right place for us. The Bank of Bluffs, the small town bank with a big heart for customers. Plus, you are dealing with your friends and neighbors every day. Why be a number when the Bank of Bluffs will treat you with respect and as a friend? The Bank of Bluffs and the Meridosha Community Bank, member FDIC.
Time for the starting lineups today on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, as we've got the consolation championship between Liberty and Triopia. Here's Charlie with the starting lineups and the play-by-play.
Well, first of all, we'll meet the visiting team on the scoreboard. That's the Liberty Eagles. They're 3-14 on the year for head coach Greg Altmix. They'll start At a guard, a 5'8 junior, Noah Klauser. At a second guard, the 5'8 junior, Gavin Fetzler. And at the third guard is the 6'3 junior, Tanner Gim. Out of forward, a 6-foot senior, Will Moss. And at the other forward, the 6'2 junior, Levi Hayner. Hayner, Gim, Moss, Fessler, and Klauser for the Liberty Eagles. For Triopia, Rich Thompson's team, 11-8 on the year. They'll start at a guard, a 5'11 junior, Steve Reynolds. At a second guard, the 6'1 senior, Jake Mueller. And at the third guard, he's a 6'2 senior, Aiden Nethery. Out of forward, a 6'2 senior, Ryan Snow. And at the fifth starter spot, at forward, the 6'6 junior, KJ Beck. Beck, Snow, Nethery, Mueller, and Reynolds for the Triopia, Meridosha, Chambersburg, Virginia Trojans.
One big shout out before we get started today. We lost a good one as a Trojan fan for many years, Merle Lovecamp. Our prayers and our thoughts and our thanks to Kate and Bruce and Scott and the gang and the Myerses and everybody. Merle was a good one. When he smiled, you smiled. And we're thinking about him today with the Trojans on the floor. So thank you to the Lovecamp fans.
Trojans will be the home team on the scoreboard here today. They're in the white uniforms with the Columbia blue numbers and dark blue trim and accents. Liberty and the visiting Reds with the white numbers and lettering. Our tip-off brought to you by Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday on the south side of the square in Pittsfield. Working his last game at the Winchester tournament, Barry Wright will be our referee to step in the center circle and have this one thrown up in the air, and the tip is up and controlled by Triopia.
Pretty straight throw for Barry. Good job, old buddy.
One last time in Winchester for Barry, sometimes known as Barely, sometimes known as Seldom, but always a good guy, and Mr. Wright. And a travel here and a turnover on the first possession of the game for Triopia.
Charlie, you paid him a lot of compliments over the years when he could have called a technical, and he worked his professionalism and kept people in line. Barry's been a good one. He's helped a lot of kids over the years.
He's a character, that's for sure. Klauser with it, left side, Moss. Baseline down to Gim, to Moss, who's not a big-time three-point shooter for this squad. Looking to get on the flat side of that zone. Klauser's got it out front. Now to Gim, gets by his man. Pull-up jump shot from 15's too hard. Hayner at the board, though. He'll kick it back out. Klauser, right wing three, off the mark. And Snow gets the rebound for Triopia. Pushes to Mueller. Now Nethery out top. Back to Snow. Left side three. Bottom of the net for Ryan Snow.
He's a good player. Has been his whole career.
3-0 Trojans, just a minute into this consolation championship contest from the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Gim gets it on the baseline into Hayner. Spins, tried to shovel it off the Klauser. Ball stolen away by the Trojans. Into the front court, Nethery wants to attack. His runner is up and no good. Rebound tipped around. Still loose, and Moss grabs it now for Liberty. Eagles trying to get on the board for the first time on the afternoon.
Give up a lot of size to this big Triopia team.
Klauser in the corner to Moss. He'll get the ball over to Klauser, now to Fessler on his first touch on the offensive side. Hayner in the corner. Back out top, Fessler. He can shoot those deep threes if you let him. Klauser, right side Gim. Gim a pretty good outside shooter as well. Now they'll skip it across to Fessler for that deep three, no good. Nethery has the rebound for Triopia. Into the front court finds Snow. To Nethery, top of the key three, off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound, though, comes down to Mueller. To Nethery, he'll attack now, finds Snow in the paint. Snow, shot up, no good, fouled, and he'll shoot 2 shots.
Levi Hayner's going to pick up the foul, the first of the ball game. First 2 free throws come at the 5:53 mark of the first quarter. 3-0 Triopia on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Ryan Snow and Nethery, a good combination, these two. They're pretty good together. First free throw is up, and nothing but the bottom of the net.
Trucks LLC, for all of your diesel repair needs, call Trucks. They're operating with mobile service units at this time. That means they can come to you, 217-922-0044 for Trucks, T-R-U-X, Trucks.
Second one up is short, and Hayner pulls down his third board already in the ballgame.
4-0 Triopia, 5:47 to play in the opening quarter. Fessler works the ball left side, Klauser.
Liberty needs Fessler to hit a couple of those long threes, open things up a little bit.
Klauser now gets it back on the wing for the red-clad Eagles. Now to Gim. He'll pull up for a three off the bounce. No good. Rebound tipped around. Hayner goes and gets it for his fourth rebound. This time on the offensive side. Klauser in the corner. Down to Moss. Out of a double team. Klauser. Fessler between the circles. Around the horn for Liberty. 5:11 to play in the first. They're looking to get on the board here against this active zone defense by Triopia. Not only are they active, but very long out front.
Long-armed, and Beck really fills up the middle. Liberty with that one dribble with the guards is kind of slowing their offense down a little bit.
Here's Klauser in the corner. Looks to break free. Now back out front it goes to Fessler. Greg Altmix peers on, encouraging his team to get the ball toward the corner, trying to get that zone to flatten out a bit. Here's Hayner now. Over to Gim. Ooh, they might have had Moss for a moment, but now a travel going to be called on Gim.
Second turnover of the ball game on Liberty. One on Triopia. Comes at the 4:37 mark. Into the ball game comes Cooley for the first time, and the freshman will come in and set Hayner down, who's got those 4 boards. Chris Dewar here taking some video. He should be here all day. The hospitality room will be a little short now that Christopher's here. Just teasing.
4:32 to play in the first. In the corner, Nethery out top, Reynolds. Lob down low, Beck. Beck over the top of the man and in for 2. KJ Beck with his first 2. And it's 6-0 Trojans.
You know, the Trojans, if they figure this out, they can be a tough team in the second half and a problem in the regionals as big as they are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is they're not going to get one of those top 4 seeds most likely in their regional sectional complex, but that could be a problem. Here's a ball now stolen away by Snow, and then he'll be fouled. I think this will be Klauser here.
Be Klauser's foul, and as we've talked about, after a turnover, the foul seems to follow. 6-0 in the early going. Here comes Struby into the game. He'll sit Reynolds down. Those are 2 solid names from Virginia and Triopia, Struby and Reynolds. Man, they've had tons of athletes over the years between the 2 of them.
4 minutes to play in the first. Trojans on top 6-0. Inside it goes to Snow. Good cut, misses the runner. Rebound down to Will Moss, his second. Off to Fessler. He'll trot it across the center circle here at the Winchester Elementary School. Has it out near the volleyball spike line.
I've always liked Moss, but I like him even more now. He came up and teased me about giving him a hard time not scoring when he then got into double digits.
Now Moss gets it down low, and he had a bump from behind by KJ Beck, who will pick up his first foul.
The big boy will pick up the first foul for the Trojans.
Here comes Littleton into the game for the first time. Trevin Littleton, the senior. He plays a lot of minutes for this squad. Klauser with it on the wing, gets it out top to Fessler now near the center circle. Liberty yet to score, 3:25 to play in the first. Here's Moss, gonna back his way. Kicks right side, Gim for a 3. It's too long. Rebound though down to Cooley. His putback won't fall, gets it again, trying to get out of there with it, loses his footing, and a held ball will be called. It'll stay with Liberty.
Cooley, the freshman, he's just kind of learning about that position, but he was down there fighting hard, got a big rebound. Gim out, Hayner back in, good rotation, and Cooley stays in. Cooley looks like he's going to grow.
Yeah, and if you think about, you got a kid like Cooley who, you know, he's playing against Snow, who's basically a full-grown man at this point. And Cooley's probably a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, mom drives him to school.
I mean, he's got a lot of upside, and this having to play as a freshman, being thrown into the fire, is only going to make him better. Now the ball down low, knocked away by Littleton.
Klauser found a good find in Cooley down low, but a good reaction by Littleton. I've known a lot of Littletons in the area, and none of them were built as tall and sleek as that young man. They were mostly defensive and offensive tackles.
This squad for Triopia really has a good understanding defensively on what they want to do. Here's a drive-in by Hayner, and he travels.
Turnover number 4 on Liberty, and they're going to have to cut down on that. Here comes Gim into the game, and for the first time we'll see Jacob Alexander.
They'll sit down Cooley and Klauser. 2:50 to play in the first. 6-0 Triopia. Trojans on the attack as well. You talk about this team, they have Snow and Nethery who can score in a number of ways. In fact, they're both in the top 10 in scoring in this tournament for this year. Here's a 3 on the way by Snow. Both of them can do that. Step back and hit 3s, plus penetrate. So it really makes them a difficult guard. You don't want to get up too close because they can put it on the deck and drive. But they can also knock down the 3 ball. 9-0 Trojans out of the gates here. 2:20 to play in the first. People will talk about the offense too, but the defense for this squad is very good. Here's a near turnover. Ball run down out front to Gim right side. He'll get to the free throw line. Pull up jump shot, no good. Rebound down to Moss. Had to chase it down in the corner. Gim fakes, now puts it behind his back. Kicks to the wing and Alexander. Deep three, Fessler way downtown, no good. Nethery another board. He'll take it quickly into the front court. Long athletic guard that he is. Shot up is good. And he'll be fouled. Have an and one opportunity here, will Aiden Nethery.
Nethery will take us to an 11-0 score. Foul's going to be on Fessler on the other end, their third foul. The and one for Aiden Nethery. I tell you, if you watch Nethery, you just like so many things he's done, and for the last couple of years, he's been one of their leaders in scoring. Now he really's got that leadership on the floor, makes the free throw, and he's got 3.
Plus he and Will Moss are fighting it out for top pair in the tournament.
Exactly.
1:52 to play in the first.
I got to get me some of that.
Well, Justin Fuller's not going to be in that battle, I don't think.
I'll stay with Justin.
Here's a pass in the wing to Moss. He'll get out of the corner, and Greg Altmix wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. 1:41 to play in the first. It's 12-0. Trojans on top. Back with you after this.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
1:41 left first quarter. Truck scoreboard 12-0 Triopia. And we said when Triopia was beaten overtime way back last Saturday, or was it? It was regulation.
It was regulation.
Yeah, 55-52. Is that right?
I believe that to be correct.
But we said they were going to be tough for anybody. And Liberty, who's pulled a couple of wins out, they're going to finish at least 2-2 in the tournament, though. They got to be happy with that, but they're not going away yet.
Klauser in the corner into a double team. Patient with it, throws a pass that's knocked loose. Moss on the floor after it to hustle and save the possession for his squad. Moss skips it over to Gim. Gim had trouble with the catch and lost it out of bounds. A turnover on the Eagles. This is just a really tough matchup for Liberty. Their size of athlete and Triopia's size of athlete, just a different level this year.
And when you can rotate, and I know they were in the starting lineup together, but you take Snow out and you put Nethery back in, that's a great rotation. Now Beck back in the game too, so you got good size, and then Struby's a good sized kid.
There's a ball run down by Littleton out top. The Reynolds in the corner. Of course, you remember Liberty's team last year. They went 6'6", 6'7", 6'5".
Yeah, don't feel too bad for them.
Yeah, they gave plenty of teams problems with matchups on size.
It's not Greg Altman's fault. It's the Klingel family that let him down.
That's right. Down low Beck, and he's being held by Gim, and Gim will be called for the foul.
His foul, 14 foul. We used to say, there should be some more Moss kids, Klingel kids, Obert kids. I mean, it's the first time without an Obert in, 20-some years? And they've got one on a girls' team, though.
54.3 seconds to play in the first. Inbounds to Nethery. Fakes now, drives, puts it up, front of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out. Tipped again, and Klauser runs it down. He says, I can get the board out here. Those big guys are still underneath. Klauser will walk it toward the front court for the red-clad Liberty Eagles. 38 seconds to play in the first. Moss on the right side has it stripped by the active hands of Steve Reynolds and stolen away. Reynolds into the front court, pushes to the corner. Back on the wing, Nethery now for a three. It's off the mark. And Hayner grabs the board for Liberty.
5 of them for him already.
Triopia still pitching the shutout, though, with 17 seconds to play in the first. It's a 12-0 game. Klauser's got to get it across. Craig Altman says, well, get it across.
I'm going to coach you every
8
moment.
seconds. Alexander with it out front. Drives, kicks, Gim, right side three, no good. Rebound, Hayner, put back won't go. Tip up of the buzzer won't fall either, and Triopia has a 12-0 lead after a quarter. Back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
High County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring? Time for a new kitchen? Any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Nothing in the early going here for the Triopia Trojans. I got one of those funny countdowns.
I was just changing it up for you. 3-2-1 was just getting boring, so I thought 3-5-6 was better.
It's not bad. 12-0 in the early going, and Ryan Snow with 7 points, Aiden Nethery with 3, and a 2 for KJ Beck. That's all the scoring in the first quarter.
Triopia with the basketball with their original starters out there. Snow, Nethery, Beck. Here's Snow on a jump shot, no good. Mueller and Reynolds, the other two guys. Fessler, Klauser, Gim, Hayner, and Alexander to start the period for Liberty.
Basically a 2-3 zone, and there's much you can do with it as long as they are.
And their guards are very active out front. They keep trapping on the wing right now like they're trying to get Fessler, and he'll be fouled. As they say that Mueller got a little handsy.
Yeah, Mueller picks up the foul, his first, team second. I think he was the quarterback a year ago in the football team, and this year had to go to a back position. They put some of the younger kids into quarterback. Mueller's been a good athlete.
You look at Triopia, what the athletes have had on the basketball court. Here's Hayner now. He kind of trucks over him, man. Shot blocked. Rebound down to Klauser. He'll go into the lane. Shot no good. Rebound down to Reynolds. You look at the athletes they put out there, and it just is kind of mind-boggling how they've had very little success the last couple of years on the football field.
No linemen.
We've seen teams run into that before. Here's Gim the other way, and he'll be called for an offensive foul.
Gim will pick up the foul. It'll be his second, team foul number 5, turnover number 7. And Moss will come into the game. Alexander comes out. Thought maybe Gim would come out, but not.
Gim, we've seen him play with foul trouble before. And we've also seen him foul out with 7:04 in the third quarter of a game. So here's a pass out front. Ball stolen away. Klauser with the run out into the front court.
Good hustle by Nethery to get down the court.
There's a pass saved in by Fessler. Run down by Hayner.
Liberty kids keep playing hard.
Yeah, it's not a effort thing with Liberty.
Not at all.
Guess they're not as blessed with quite as much as basketball talent. They have to work really hard.
How'd you do against us last year?
Yeah, to do everything. Here's a ball knocked out of bounds, knocks the broom down.
I've been involved in 3 teams from Liberty that went to state, and all 3 of them, the year or 2 after, you're going to struggle. Because you do that well because you got a bunch of seniors that are leaders, and they had, 9 of them last year or some crazy thing?
It was high. Here's a ball tipped out of bounds. It'll be with Liberty here. Rich Thompson told Barry, why don't you ask Justin down here?
He said, why don't you ask me? I think we should have it. They're going to have some fun.
He said he touched it, I promise. Here's a ball now stolen away on the run out. Strube gets it. His runner is up and in for 2.
Strube's first 2 of the day.
And makes it 14-0 Trojans on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Moss with it on the wing left side. Works it out top. Fessler, ball knocked loose, and then as Mueller went after it, he and Fessler collide, and a foul called here.
Mueller just in the wrong spot at the wrong time, picks up his second, 3rd team foul. 14-0, 6:11 left in the half on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Well, we've seen some good battles and consolation. A few times we'd see a couple teams that got knocked out that weren't supposed to in the first round on the first Saturday, and it might almost look like a championship game. A Brussels team that was a 1-rated team got beat by Beardstown many years ago back in the 80s. Whew, they were tough after that.
I couldn't make it that year. Here's a pass down low looking for Hayner, and the pass is a little wide. He couldn't corral it.
Where were you?
I don't remember, but it was very dark.
Come to the light, Charlie.
6 minutes to play in the half. 14-0 Triopia. Reynolds has picked up the bounce to Nethery left side. Now they'll reverse it over to Struby, and Rich Thompson wants a timeout. We'll pause as well. 5:46 to play in the half. It's the Trojans 14, Liberty nothing.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
It's been all Triopia so far. 5:46 left in the half, 14-0, and the shots just aren't falling. 0 for 6 from the arc for this squad from Liberty. And we saw when Griggsville fell in love with the three last night, and they're not dropping. Game can get away from you pretty fast. On the other side, Rich Thompson's squad, they're playing hard. You're going to play for Rich Thompson, you're going to play hard. I guarantee it, whatever he coaches. Also the baseball coach, used to be the football coach. I think he's in the Hall of Fame for football.
Lob down to Nethery, and Klauser was moving underneath of him. Klauser looked up and said, okay, what would you like me to do with him?
His second, team 6th. Said, I'm just a little guy.
He says, I'm 5'8". That kid's 6'3". Out top, here's Struby. Good luck three, and he toes the line and knocks it down.
You ever notice how much easier it is to make a three when you're up 14-0? Now it's 17-0.
Well, that's definitely true.
It's just easier. No pressure at all on you.
How little of pressure would it take for you to make a three, Jack?
Well, I'd have to be able to shoot from about a foot out, and I'm not sure I could do it then. And then Hayner puts both hands on the kid and knocks him down. He'll pick up his second. 17 foul, third man with 2 fouls. And we'll shoot the bonus. Cooley's going to come into the game.
Castellanos hits a home run.
What?
Tell you when you're older.
Without pressure, you mean?
No.
Oh, okay. I must have missed something again. Struby to the free throw line. Got 5 points. And banks in the free throw. I wonder if his dad ever did that.
Bowlers Universe, hey, they're up until midnight tonight. Monday through Thursday, they're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Fridays 4 to midnight. They offer a great line of menu items at Bowlers Universe and a great selection of craft beers. Make sure to check them out in Pittsfield.
Made the second one kind of normal. Hit the front of the rim and crawled all in.
19-0. Here's a drive in. Fessler puts it up and in, and Liberty on the board for the first time today. 5:05 to play in the half. Nethery drives the baseline, up, under. That was pretty nice. Take to the rack by Nethery. He's got another 2.
Give him 5.
21-2.
Ties the biggest lead of the ball game.
Nethery got that ball that time, and just watch this. He's going to explode down the baseline and in for 2 on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
They show him on the board shaking the mullet. You know who did that a year ago was Klingel. Brighton. He loved to do that. He's a John Wood now.
Here's a pass in to Gim, drives the baseline, blocked by Nethery, and the rebound down to Snow. Snow quickly into the front court for the Trojans, leading by 19. They throw a bad pass this time, though, and it's stolen away by Klauser.
5 turnovers on Triopia, and 4 of them have come in this quarter in the first 3.5 minutes.
Greg Altmix would have liked his team to get out in transition after that steal. He says, hey, don't let them get set up in that zone. Try to run the floor. Here's Fessler. Deep 3 just inside the volleyball line, no good. Nethery another board. Then he loses his footing. It's right to Klauser, and he says, hey, look what I found. In for 2.
Klauser gets a board. That's a turnover, or picks up a steal, I should say. Triopia turns it over for the 6th time after Nethery got the board.
Nethery down low. There's Littleton wide open underneath, and a little slow on the rotation was Liberty's defense that time and gave up the easy bucket.
Littleton's first 2.
23-4 the score.
I don't really remember Littleton scoring a lot.
He's an athlete, though. I mean, you just look at him. He's an athletic-looking kid.
Let's take out Snow and put in the 6'6" kid. You want to? That helps. You know, Ty Gebhardt pointed out to me, Triopia has not lost a game when he's been on the bench as the assistant in this tournament. He was gone the first day. Had a little blood on his mouth after he said that. I think
they're going to be drilling a hole in his head, and Rich is going to wear him around his neck if he's not careful.
I said that exactly to him. I said, you're going to hurt your neck.
Yeah. Alexander left wing, out front to Fessler. 3:19 to play in the half. 23-4 Triopia. In the corner, Moss for a three, no good. Rebound fought for underneath, and Nethery picks it up.
He got the pinball rebound that time.
He drives in against Klauser, works it back out on the perimeter. Reynolds now to Beck. Beck puts it on the deck against Alexander. To Struby. Good find now open in the corner left side. Shot up no good by Nethery, and Littleton is over the back on the rebound.
You don't get position, you reach over, you'll get called for the foul. His first, team fourth. It's just one of those videos you can show to kids, and how do you get it across to them? You got to get position on the boards.
Here's Nathan Poulter into the game, the 5'9" freshman.
You know, you don't have to do that if you are about 6'8", and the guy in front of you is 5'10".
Just grow more.
Yeah.
That's the way basketball becomes easier.
Well, I've been telling your kids, you need to grow more.
Just be great big. Here's a pass stolen away by Snow. Look out on the run out into the front court, and Fessler will go back and foul him on the shot. 2 shots coming up for Ryan Snow.
Fessler said, not going to get the free one. I'll pick up my second, 8th team foul. Free throws to be shot by Ryan Snow. He's got 7. And Liberty thought they had the block that time, I think. Fessler thought so. First one up by Snow, good.
Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They have been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Biggest lead right now of 20. Moss with another board after Snow misses the second.
Here's another near steal by Snow on the sideline. Ball knocked out of bounds. It stays with Liberty. Triopia being very aggressive on the defensive side now. Liberty could use that to their advantage with some ball fakes. Fessler out front to Poulter. Hayner, quick pass down low. Moss gets it into Alexander. Around the horn it comes to Poulter for a three. Good. The freshman Poulter with the tray.
Poulter, gosh, what a shot.
24-7. Struby left wing. To Snow way out front. Little rocker step and a drive. Now Reynolds. Kicks to the corner in Struby. Free throw line, Littleton in the middle of the zone. Little high-low with Beck, who puts up a baseline shot and gets it to go.
He's got 4.
Nice job by the Trojans to work into the gaps of that zone. And their lead back out to 19. 1:49 to play in the half. Hayner right wing. Works a pass toward the baseline. Stolen away by Littleton. Gets it to Snow, who will bring it across. Snow, a little hesitation move. Spin move. Up off the window, no good. Beck had the board. He and Hayner fighting for it. Hayner touched it last, so it will stay with Triopia.
Gim and Klauser back in on one side, Nethery on the other. We'll sit Littleton down for Triopia. Alexander takes a chair. And who's the other man that came out for Liberty?
Poulter.
Poulter, yeah.
Beck on the inbounds. 1:30 left in the second period. Trojans have really had it their way in the first half. Here's Snow for a three, no good. Beck hustles after it, tries to get a rebound. He's kind of checked out of bounds, but he touched it last, so it will be Liberty basketball.
That's where KJ Beck, a little bit more strength, he would have just ripped that ball away, kind of like we've seen some of the really talented big boys do. That's what you got to do when you're up there. Got to keep getting stronger all the time. If you're a good junior high player, you got to get stronger, or they'll just pass you by.
Moss on the wing for the Eagles. Gets it into Gim. Here's the second time he'll be called for an offensive foul today.
Turnover 12. Gim picks up his third, and that time there was no doubt about that call.
Well, in Triopia, you can tell is scouted well because they're really sitting up and willing to take the harm against Gim.
Player-controlled foul. Gim will sit down. We've seen Tanner play. He's a nice player, but he's had a lot of fouls in the times we've worked their games.
1:10 to play in the half.
He gets 5, he uses them. Nothing wrong with that.
You don't carry over. Can't take them with you. Nethery on the wing for the Trojans. Down low, Beck. Good position. Shot put up no good. Foul by Moss. And 2 shots for KJ Beck.
Well, Moss's first, 10th team foul. 2 shots because it was a shooting foul anyway, but double bonus the rest of the half. 58.1 seconds left in the half. 26-7. Triopia with the lead. The big boy, KJ Beck, the junior, puts the first one up, and it's good.
Saturday, March 18th will be the annual Ty Rylander Memorial Run. The Remembering Ty Rylander Facebook page will have more information soon about this year's event. proceeds support area youth activities and programs. Remembering Ty Rylander Facebook page. Go check it out now.
Like to see the big boy making free throws, and he makes 2. Biggest lead right now.
28-7. Quickly, Klauser shot up no good. Rebound tipped around. Beck has it. Knocked out of bounds by Moss. It will be Triopia ball. Length of the court to go.
That's what I'm talking about with KJ Beck, though. That's the time both hands wrapped around that ball. Need to watch the old videos if you're Uncle Wes and Steve Myers and some of those guys playing. Man,
they had video at that point?
Well, Super 8.
Was that the little camera that you had to
Super 8,
reel
that's
around?
Exactly what it was.
Oh, yeah. You like my son?
That was good.
Here's a ball stolen away now by Klauser. 37 seconds to play in the half.
Maybe you can get some old Journal Courier pictures if you go out in the microfiche.
I do a really good Chewbacca impersonation, too. We'll save that for later. 23 ticks to play in the half. You also do a pretty good Elvis impersonation.
I can do one.
13 seconds to play in the half. Liberty down 28-7. Right side, Hayner for a 3. Blocked by Beck. Rebound Moss. Baseline turnaround off the side of the backboard, no good. Nethery, three-quarter court shot. Traveled before, but he hit the ceiling. And we head to halftime, the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's the Triopia Trojans in control of this one at the half. 28-7 over Liberty. How about let's first take a look at stats on the Little Jess Motors halftime show before we have the second half. We're back after this.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Farmers, are you looking for high-yield genetics to help the bottom line on your farm? Contact Lipcomb Seed Sales for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. We have the luxury right now to be offering the highest-yielding soybean lineup Pioneer has offered in 30 years. Couple that with the service that is second to none, and you have a winning combination for your farm. For corn, check out the results of the National Corn Growers Yield Contact and see who's at the top. Maybe today is a good day to revisit Pioneer corn hybrids as well. Contact Aaron, Evan, and Brett today for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. Go Eagles!
28-7 is the lead for Triopia over Liberty. Triopia's turned the ball over 7 times, Liberty 12 times. A lot of foul problems. 3 fouls on Tanner Gim for Liberty, 2 on Hayner, 2 on Fessler, 2 on Klauser, and 1 on Will Moss. On the other side, Triopia has Jake Mueller with 2 fouls, single fouls on Trevin Littleton, and 1 on KJ Beck. Halftime shot is just a little short, and so $900 will go back in the pot for the next game. Ought to be exciting. Halftime, the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Quincy, Illinois, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Go to littlejessmotor.com for all your transportation needs. Halftime score, Triopia leads at 28-7 over Liberty. More comes your way after these.
At the First National Bank of Beardstown, you come first. We're dedicated to helping you in any way we can with a full line of financial products delivered by caring, experienced professionals. With locations in Beardstown, Murrayville, and Winchester, we're here to serve the region with your banking needs. Contact our Winchester location at 217-742-3134 or visit us online at bankingyoufirst.com. The First National Bank of Beardstown, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect. If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
28-7 at halftime, the lead for Triopia over Liberty. Liberty is 2 for 19, 10.5%, 1 of 9 from the arc. Oh, they have not shot a free throw. 3 points for Poulter, 2 for Klauser, 2 for Gavin Fessler. On the Triopia side, 10 of 18, 55%, 3 of 7 from the arc, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Ryan Snow with 8, also 7 for Austin Struby from off the bench. Aiden Nethery has 5 points. KJ Beck with 6 points in the first half. 28-7, the halftime score on the Little Jess Motors halftime show on Central Illinois Sports. We thank you for watching. We'll be back to tell you more when we come back after these.
When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your nutrient crop consultant today.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
28-7, the halftime score here at Central Illinois Sports in the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Pretty good crowd on hand for this consolation game. The 5th place game coming up right after this one. That will be Brown County and West Central, and that'll bring a good crowd into the gymnasium, I would say. They recognize different people at halftime of each game, recognizing the half-court shot sponsors, Marshall Chevrolet and Peak Insurance. doing a great job. My goodness, they've been sponsoring that for a lot of years, and it's up to $900 right now. And I'll bet you a diet soda that somebody wins it before the day's over, guys. I think it's going to happen. I really do. Looking forward to the second half play-by-play of this one. See Liberty come around and make a few adjustments. Triopia continuing to play well. Somebody's going to get that consolation championship. We'll take our final break. Come back with the second half play-by-play, 28-7. Triopia the lead. Back after this.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Pressure's on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressure's on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressure's on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Well, we're ready for the second half. Liberty basketball, Triopia leading 28-7, and we're ready for second half play-by-play.
Liberty has Fessler, Klauser, Gim, Moss, and Hayner to start the second half. The Trojans counter with Nethery, Snow, Beck, Mueller, and Reynolds. Here's a ball blocked and a rebound for Snow.
Klauser said that guy in front of me was big.
Reynolds on the right wing. Long skip pass over to Snow. The folks in the front row on the opposite side weren't so sure that one wasn't coming into their lap. Free throw line, Nethery works down low. Turnaround shot Beck as he fades away. Won't fall through. And Moss with a rebound.
Will picks up his fifth board of the day.
7:16 to play in the third. Triopia has had a comfortable lead most of this contest. It took till about the 5:15 mark of the second quarter before Liberty got on the board. Here's Gim from the baseline. He drives in, lost the ball. Run down by Moss near the sideline. There's a pass that's stolen away by Reynolds. Gets it to Snow. Snow on the run out into the front court. Runner up, good angle, and he'll put it in for two.
Double figures for Snow now with 10.
Makes it 30-7.
He and Nethery both have a shot at making the all-tournament team.
In the corner with it is Hayner.
They'll announce that after the championship game.
Out top, Fessler now gets a touch. Over it goes to Klauser. Well, there was a Klauser on the team last year for Liberty. And poor Noah said, how come I didn't get some of that height?
Foul is on Nethery. It'll be his first, team first. He's a bigot. Not the ball handler that this one is, though.
Oh no, I like Noah Klauser. He does a lot of things right. He's just
Noah can't dunk like him.
He's just not 6'7".
That's right.
Here's an air ball and a rebound. Nethery going to push the pace into the front court. Now stopped there, stripped away by Fessler. Fessler on the run the other way. He'll attack down low against Beck. Shot it up, blocked out of there by K.J. Beck.
Third block of the day for Beck. You know, and Beck's a big kid. Greg Howard's down there. He's not a big kid. Greg towers over him.
I don't think Greg will be playing today, though. I bet you Beck gets up and down the floor better than Greg at this point.
You bet. But those Howard boys, not too bad.
Pretty good sized lads. Here's the ball knocked loose on the floor after it. Klauser and Mueller. Gets it free to Moss. To Hayner, who's put back, won't fall, but he's fouled as he got knocked to the arm by Nethery.
Nethery will pick up his second foul in about a minute. Second team foul of the second half, 30-7. Hayner to the free throw line looking for his first points. Him and Gim have been shut out today, and that's pretty unusual. 30-7, 5:48 left in the third quarter. First one no good.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Call Damon Emmerich, 217-285-4404.
Second one by Hayner, short. Nethery with his seventh board of the day.
Triopia looking to extend on this big lead. Reynolds to Snow at the free throw line. Attacks right down the middle of the zone. And in for another 2.
12 for Snow now.
32-7. Gim with it on the wing. Has picked up the bounce. Goes to Moss in the corner. Feeds Gim at the post. Lost it off of his foot. Nope, we'll say off of Beck's foot, out of bounds. Mr. Heaton, the referee, looking around. He said, where'd that ball go? One of the cheerleaders kicked it back toward play. Inbounds pass out front to Gim. Here's a kick now by Mueller. It'll be wide left. No good, and ball out of bounds to Liberty.
I think Heaton was a pretty good football player at Jacksonville, if I remember right.
That kick was closer than the one by Ohio State, wasn't it? 5:19 to play in the third. That poor kid. Just not one of his better ones, huh? Here's a long 3 by Fessler. His shot has looked just a little off. Moss, though, attacks the glass for the rebound. Gets fouled on the putback, and he'll shoot 2.
Reynolds picks up the foul, his first, team third. 2 free throws for Will Moss, looking for his first points of the day. 32-7, 5:12 left in the quarter. We see Liberty a lot during the Thanksgiving tournament. Play Macomb, play here, so we catch Liberty quite a bit. First one, no good by Moss. Brings up a point, and if you're a Liberty watcher, viewer, if you'd like to be a supporter of the broadcast, just let us know on Central Illinois Sports. We've had your good support over the years, and since we're there with your guys, might help your business a little bit. Second one by Moss, no good. Rebound, KJ Beck.
He gets the ball to Mueller, who will bring it across for Triopia, up by 25 with 5 minutes to play in the third.
What's your estimate of how many people it takes to run this tournament? Volunteers and stuff.
I'd say at least 5.
Thinking more like 55.
Well, I said at least 5.
Yeah, that's close.
Here's a pass down low, and it's thrown out of bounds.
I don't know why Heaton didn't catch that. It was right to him.
Hit him right in the shins. It wasn't really necessarily the best thrown pass I've ever seen here.
Turnover number 9 on Triopia. He had to kind of really work to get out of the way.
I'll tell you what, if this was dodgeball, he's out right now.
He's got a smile on his face.
4:35 to play in the third. We've seen one referee injured in this tournament. We don't want to see another. Here's a turnover now as Nethery knocks the ball out of bounds off of Hayner.
Had a knee lock up or muscle on the inside of the leg or whatever, and as hard as they are to come by. I've never seen Barry get hurt refereeing.
Umpiring, yes.
Well, I've seen him get hit a few times, even by the baseball occasionally.
Snow right side. Gets it out front. Mueller back to Snow, gets his feet set. Fires a 3 and finds the bottom of the net.
Barry had a girlfriend one time and had 8 kids, and he'd bring the picture out of all 8 kids and show them to you. It was always kind of hilarious.
Here's a ball knocked loose and a scrum for it. Ball gets down low to Nethery. He'll put it up. He misses the dunk. Rebound down to Mueller, though, whose pass then is picked out of there by Klauser.
I've missed a few dunks. I know how he feels.
Here's a ball now. Fessler was looking for Poulter, and the pass was a little wide, and I think Triopia would like a timeout. 3:41 to play in the third. Snow just scored his 1,000th point. That's why they're taking the timeout, so he could get recognition for 1,000 points in a high school career by Ryan Snow. Congratulations. 3:41 to play in the third. 35-7, Trojans on top.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
35-7, and Charlie, remind us about Ryan Snow and that wonderful thing that just happened.
He's made his 1,000th point on that three-pointer he shot just a little bit ago. Rich Thompson took the timeout so they could recognize him in the gym. Here's Nethery on a nice move. Blocked, though, from behind by Gim. No, the referee out here says, I have a foul.
Nethery's going to go to the free throw line. Gim's going to pick up his first team foul the second half on Liberty. They're kind of slow on those today. 35-7, 3:27 left in the quarter. Nethery will shoot the 2-shot foul. First one is up and no good.
Moose Lodge 420. Hey, check them out for their Friday meals at the Moose Lodge on Washington Street in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield.
7 out of 10 on the day for Triopia. 7 out of 11, excuse me. And Aiden Nethery looking for his 6th point of the day. Up and rattles in and out. Rebound comes off to Hayner, and Hayner picks up his 8th board of the day.
Into the front court, Gim on the run out. Put back by Moss is up and good.
Will Moss with his first 2.
Makes it 35-9. Out front, ball is knocked loose by Will Moss. He somehow figured out a way to stand up with that. Drives into the front court, does Fessler. Shot up no good. Klauser came in trying to get the board. But it is secured by Triopia.
Struby grabbed that one, his 2nd or 3rd of the day.
2:45 to play in the 3rd. Mueller with it out between the circles. Want somebody to come out and play this other wing now. Hildebrand's in for the first time. Brady Hildebrand, the senior for Triopia. In the corner, Struby sets up for a 3, and man, when that kid gets set up, he's pretty deadly from downtown, isn't he?
Got 10.
38-9. On the Trex LLC scoreboard, 2:19 to play in the 3rd.
Second Trojan in double figures today, and Struby did it off the bench.
Out front. Klauser gets it to Gim. Fakes now, puts it on the floor. Pulls up for a shot just inside the arc, no good. And Mueller the rebound. To Struby on the run out into the front court. Bounce pass down low, Hildebrand. Shot fake, and he'll get it to go on his first basket of the day.
Brady Hildebrand with 2.
40-9. Triopia running away with this one in this consolation championship.
If they can maintain a 30-point lead in the 4th quarter, it'll run the clock.
Here's Hayner down low, shot it up no good. Rebound down to the Trojans. Nethery will push into the front court. He'll try the dribble drive in. Fakes, now travels, and will be called for it here.
Turnover number 12 on Triopia.
We knew this game had potential to be a really tough matchup for Liberty, and it's proven to be that. The rest of the games today, though, I think we'll see highly competitive basketball.
Yeah, I do too. I think they'll be good ones.
1:29 to play in the period. Fessler kicks to the right side, Klauser. Down low, try to get it to Cooley. Ball was knocked loose, stolen away. On the run out is Mueller. He'll go up for the shot and be fouled by Moss.
Moss will pick up the foul. It'll be his 2nd. Team foul number 2, shooting foul. We'll put Jake Mueller to the free throw line. Jake, one of the seniors on this squad. 6'1" is Jake. 1:15 left in the quarter. 40-9 on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. John Hull, Charlie Hull, myself, Jack Hull. Glad you've joined us today. Mueller puts the first one up, and it's good.
Hey, if you're watching the game today and you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, we'd like you to do that. We'd like to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the day today.
Would you call a few people? Help us out?
We only need about 60 more.
Second one by Mueller, also good. He's got 2.
So hit that subscribe button if you would.
Doesn't cost a thing.
Nope. All you got to do is hit the button. That's it.
And you're going to get notified if you put your email in of our next broadcast. Don't forget about the $9.99 special for the Quincy Shootout next week. 17 games, some of the best teams in the nation. Go to our YouTube page and get signed up.
A minute to play in the third. Pass down low, trying to get it to Poulter. He is in a peck of trouble there, and the ball will go the way of Triopia on the alternating possession arrow with 54.6 seconds to play in this period.
Turnover number 18 on the day. Keith Evans out there running the broom. 17 years ago, he had a little boy named Zach. He'll play in the next game. His birthday today.
Littleton has it out front. Works it on the left side. David Richards. Richards drives in. Runner won't fall, and Moss gets the rebound for Liberty.
Moss has pulled 6 boards down today. Will's still working hard.
30 seconds left in the third. Man down. Look out. Here's Moss. Tries the drive. Ball goes off of a foot out of bounds. That was Richards' foot, and it will stay with Liberty. 26.3 seconds to play in the third. Klauser with the basketball. Works off the pick from Cooley. Klauser 3 off the mark. Cooley rebound, put back no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2 shots.
Foul's going to go on Littleton. It'll be his second, 4th team foul. 42-9 with 19.4 seconds left in the quarter. We'll have a running clock in the 4th quarter. Cooley looking for his first points of the day. First one no good.
He'll get another opportunity here, though. Alexander in. Klauser sits down for Liberty.
Greg Altmix has seen the highs and the lows and the in-betweens of coaching, and he just keeps coaching the whole time. Really doesn't change a lot. Second one short. Rebound's going to come off and go out of bounds, and it will be Triopia basketball for the last 19 seconds of the quarter.
Bringing it toward the front court is Brock York, the 5'8 sophomore for Triopia. He has picked it up, finds Hildebrand at the free throw line. Looks back to York, right side with 7. Clears the top of the key. Struby for a 3. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound kept alive into the hands of Alexander, who tossed it out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. And we head to the 4th quarter with Triopia in control of this one, 42-9 over Liberty.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
42-9, all Triopia in this one. Running clock, 4th quarter. 8 minutes left in this one. Liberty basketball. And this whole quarter will fly by, and we'll get ready for the 1:30 game.
At the running clock, final quarter in this consolation championship game. Here's the ball out top. Cooley works it on the right side. Moss tried to throw it down low. Hayner trying to keep it alive, and they collide on the baseline. And it's going to be Triopia ball.
Jeff Crumwoody underneath the basket on the bench, in. He coached here a long time. You think he ever misses it?
Possibly.
Get down on the floor and pound the floor and call out all those plays over the years.
He won a lot of games in this Winchester tournament, more than anyone else, in fact. Here's Hildebrand. I don't know if there were many who were better at preparing for the game than Jeff Crumwoody.
He could sure scout you. If he got to scout you 2 or 3 times, you might have a problem with him. He could really prepare his kids and get a lot out of kids that were pretty average players. He had some really good ones, too, don't get me wrong, but take some average kids and get a lot out of them.
Kids like Gillingham and Dunn and some of the Cunninghams over the years, those guys didn't hurt. Here's a shot put up by Moss, no good. Follows his own rebound, puts it back up and in.
Squared those shoulders up just like the broadcaster told him, right?
42-11. 6:40 to play in this contest on the Trucks scoreboard. Struby with it. Gives it off to Hildebrand in the corner, York. Around the horn it comes to Little. Over on the left side, Richards. He'll try the dribble drive and is bumped and fouled. It'll be ball out of bounds underneath.
That's going to go against Hayner. That'll be his third. Struby down. Put Wade Swan into the game.
Saw Wade the other day in their win on, what was that, Thursday, I think it was? Thursday.
I believe correct.
There's a pull-up shot now by Richards, and it's good.
Give him 2.
Under 6 minutes left in the ballgame. Klauser toward the wing, gets it to Alexander. Moss at the free throw line, jump shot up, won't fall. Rebound secured by Swan for Triopia, but then he had a bounce off of his foot, and that will be a turnover.
Swan's listed at 6'2", but he looks like he's grown since that card was made. Goodness.
5:25 to play. Clock counting down here in this fourth quarter. Here's Klauser for a 3 from the left wing, no good. I don't believe Liberty has made a 3 yet today.
No.
Ball down low. Hayner gets it. He's bumped from behind. They'll say count the basket and has an and one opportunity here.
His first 2. Foul goes on Hildebrand. 44-11 now. Or 13, excuse me. I knew that. I had it written down correctly and second-guessed myself. Hayner's free throw is up and falls through after it hits the back of the rim and falls on in.
44-14. 4 minutes, 44 seconds to play in the fourth. Richards to Little out top. Gets it down low. That's to Swan. Over it goes to Richards. Has a go off of a foot of one of the Liberty Eagles out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans on the baseline here. York will be the man to throw it in. Patient. He throws it out near the half-court line. Ball tipped by Fessler. He will try to run it down, and he can't secure it. So really no turnover. I don't think he ever really had possession. He's knocked it away into the backcourt. A long, long way, about as far back as you can go back there.
Liberty doesn't have a lot of kids on their bench anyway, but Fessler out there, and he's got a little experience now on the varsity level, and he said, I'm a junior, but you're not going to be able to pull that one off on me.
Richards gets it on the wing to Little now. He'll put it on the dribble. Hand it off to York. York's a quick young man. Up top, Richards. Over to Swan. Swan, 3, no good. Little kept it alive, but the ball comes into the hands of Klauser for Liberty. 3:25 to play in this contest. Off of the screen, tries the dribble drive, gets free, rims in and out, no good. Rebound out of bounds, last touched by the Eagles. And they'll bring a couple of new players into the game. We see Alexander and Poulter return. Also in for the first time today is Tommy Schutte, the 6-foot freshman, and Colby Henry, the 6-foot freshman. Triopia also has into the game Cooper Mefford, a 5'8" senior, and Casey Beard. Swan with the right side, gets it to Little at the free throw line. He's going to go to work. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound secured by Schutte for Liberty. Poulter brings it across to Cooley left side. Looks for an opening. Out to Schutte. Now Alexander had the ball off of his mitts, and they'll call a foul now on Alexander.
Alexander will pick up the foul. Be ball out of bounds for Triopia. 2:20 left. Hayner sits down. Cooley back in the game. And the clock keeps on ticking. 44-14. Don't blink. This will be over. To our Triopia and Liberty fans, thank you for viewing. We really appreciate you joining us for the tournament. We hope to catch you some more during the season.
Here's a three up, no good by Swan. And the rebound down to Poulter.
Poulter said, man, he just elbow beat right in the thigh.
Poulter's one of those kids, looks like he's probably a good runner for Liberty. You want to bet? He'll put up a shot. It is no good. But he's fouled, and will shoot two.
That may be Barry Wright's last whistle blown as a Winchester tournament official. And we've got it on camera. Poulter with the three on the day. 44-14. First one up by Poulter is good.
What kind of memorabilia could we save from Barry for today? Well, we got his socks.
I don't want any socks.
A lock of his hair.
I don't want any socks. I'm telling you. No. His comb's got too much hair in it these days. Poulter makes the second.
You could take the bead out of his whistle and keep that. That could make a lot of people happy.
A lot of people. I don't think they have a B in them anymore, do they?
I don't know. Here's Little down low. Shot up no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, Barry said, this is my last call in the Winchester tournament, maybe.
And this could be the last
This could be the last one. So those of you who had all those pictures from the last one, throw them away, because here's another one. Little shoots the 2-shot foul. First one is up. And no good.
We've seen a lot of lasts this year. You and I saw Albert Pujols hit his last home run.
That's right. We drove to Pittsburgh.
We've seen
Barry
Wright. Barry Wright referee his last game, the Winchester Invitational Tournament.
Last day of the 100th anniversary. Little rattles the second one home.
And we see Amari Little with his first point of the tournament. And Liberty with another turnover, and the clock will tick off, I think, here as the ball was knocked out of bounds. And the final in this consolation championship is going to be Triopia 45, maybe. How about a three-quarter court shot? Nope, no good. 45-16, the final in this one. Triopia beats Liberty. We head to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Final stats and analysis your way after this.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Two Wheel Trading Company on Facebook. That's your bike dealer. You can find at 110 West Main Street in Mount Sterling, Illinois, or go to @Two-Wheels Trading Company on Instagram. Phone 217-257-0463. Your authorized Marin Bikes dealer. Full service on any brand of bike. They're also offering 25% off accessories and safety gear with any new bike purchase in January, plus kicking off a buy one, get one free on select 2022 models this month. Two Wheels Trading Company, 110 West Main Street, Mount Sterling.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a Country Financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
Final score 45-18. Triopia wins the consolation championship. Liberty on the day in the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Illini Community Hospital, of course, has been giving you quality health care since 1942. Primary and specialty care, emergency medicine. Illini here to help and serve your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. 45-18 the final, or 16 the final score, For Liberty on the day, Poulter had 5, Klauser with 2, 2 for Fessler, Will Moss with 4 points, and 3 for Hayner on the day. For Triopia, Ryan Snow went over 1,000 with that three-pointer, his 15th point of the day. He's over $1,000. And also in double figures is Austin Struby off the bench with 10 points, 2 for David Richards, 2 for Brady Hildebrand, 6 for KJ Beck, and a single point for Amari Little on the day. Time to name our player of the game on the Edward Jones, Derek Harris post-game player of the game show. Financial investments are important, so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement. young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help you with all your financial needs. He understands how important it is and is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game. Player of the Game, 1,000 points on the season now. Ryan Snow of Triopia is our Player of the Game. That's going to do it for our Consolation Championship. We move on to 5th and 6th place play. We'll shut her down for a minute. We'll be back with more for you. I hope you'll stay tuned